So, alright, so let's continue. Let's see it in here. Instantly. Salakia. So I'll read off verse 5. Say, the Lord is exalted, for he dwelleth on Zion on high. For he dwelleth on high. He had filled Zion with righteousness and judgment. Now, after putting the scripture where he said, behold, I have taught you statutes, and behold, KJV. I gotta get that scripture, behold. Bear with me, get that scripture. Deuteronomy 4, verse 4 to 5. This is the scripture as of Deuteronomy chapter 4. Bear with me, just to get that scripture in. Yeah? Deuteronomy chapter 4. This is your wisdom. I'll start from the top. He said, now therefore hearken, O Israel, unto the statutes and unto the judgments which I teach you, for to do them, that ye may live and go in and possess the land which the Lord power of your fathers giveth you. Ye shall not add unto the word which I commanded you, neither shall ye diminish out from it, that ye may keep the commandments of the Lord your power, which I command you. Your eyes have seen what the Lord did, because of Baal-peor, for all the men that followed Baal-peor, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yoshai, thy power, had destroyed them from among you. But ye that did cleave unto the Lord your power are alive, every one of you, this day, because the Lord preserve those that fear him. And that's why we read the scripture, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and are safe. Verse 5, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgment, even as the Lord my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nation. In the sight of the nations, which shall hear of all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. Verse 7, for what nation is there so great, who had Yahweh so nigh unto them, as the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, our power is in all things that we call upon him. Verse 8 says, and what nation is there so great that had statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law which I set before you this day. Only take heed to thyself and keep thy soul diligent, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life, but teach them to thy sons and thy sons' sons. All praises to Yahweh Bashir. All praises to Yahweh Bashir, your shine, man. So, we go back to Isaiah 33. And let's start again from verse 5 again. He says, and the Lord is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He had filled Zion with judgment and righteousness. Right? And that's the statutes and the judgment that the Lord told us to keep. He had filled us with judgment and righteousness. Another scripture that comes to my mind is Psalms. This is Psalms 87. And verse 2, he say, the Lord loveth in fact, I'll start from verse 1. He say, a psalm or song for the sons of Korah. He say, his foundation is in the holy mountains. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yoshai loveth the gates of Zion more than all the dwellings of Jacob. Why did the Lord say that? Because wherever Jacob dwell is slavery and oppression and hardship for him. But the Lord hallowed Zion for Jacob, for Israel. Bear with me, God. This thing is wrong. I pressed the wrong thing. Satan, I rebuke it in the name of the Lord. So let's get verse 33. And wisdom and knowledge, verse 6 here. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Will stable, will keep you full, will keep the word stable is to be full. In fact, let me look up the word stable or stability.
Strong's H 530. Emunah.
Firmness, fidelity, steadfastness, steadiness. Strong's H 530 in the following manners: faithfulness, truth, faithfully, office, faithfully, faith, stability, steady, truly, verily, which is truly. Right, and let's just go into the root word here. The root word: faithfulness, trusting, faithful, trusting as trusty, faithful. And you know, as I read this definition, you know, a scripture, the Lord put scripture in my spirit here, so I'll bring it out. You see, this here. Bear with me. Second Timothy 3 14 to 17. Yep, 2 Timothy 3. 2 Timothy 3. Second Timothy 3 verse, I'll start from verse, but I'll start from verse 10. He said, but thou hast fully known my doctrine, manner of life, purpose, faith, long suffering, charity, and patience, persecutions, afflictions, which really the men of the Lord are afflicted men of afflictions, which came unto me at Antioch, at Iconium, at Lystra, what persecutions I endure, but out of them all the Lord deliver me. Yea, and all that will live godly in Mashiach Yahushai, in Hamashiach Yahushai shall suffer persecution. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. And that is why wisdom and knowledge will have to stable here, because these evil times, and we already living in those times, but when these evil men come, you will not be uprooted like the seed that fell on unstable ground and they didn't have proper rooting, as the scripture says. You will be stable, because now no matter what doctrine of devils a man come with, you will be stable knowing the truth. Scripture says the deceiver and the deceiver are mine. Verse 14 says, but continue in the things which thou hast learned, being assured, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. Right? Being assured thou hast learned. So we had to continue the thing which we have learned, and being assured of who we are learning. And from a child thou hast known the holy scripture, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith, which is in Hamashiach Yahushai. And let me read it out. All scriptures is given by inspiration of Yahweh, and is profitable for doctrine and reproof and correction for instruction in righteousness, that the man of Yahweh may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good work. Goes back to wisdom and knowledge. Let's go back into it. Old Testament, verse 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of the time, meaning that it will furnish you. It will have you furnished and thoroughly furnished. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of the times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is his treasure. Right? I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem HaKakodash, and double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone and Ruvel. And we salute all the brothers in the name of the Lord doing the likewise work, waking up our people to the divine heritage and cursing out two-thirds, because they will get a spirit right with the Lord, and to the Akbat listeners and in Shalom. And to the brothers that look like the other nation, Shalom. On to the next one, Shalom.